Yo, I got the Jets at 8-8.
Whoa. Okay.
Yo, look, so they win 5 games last year.
Yep.
A lot of games came down to the wire, right? Those games against the Panthers, games against the Falcons. Now, Darnold is the future going forward. If I'm a Jet fan, the same thing I told your cousin Pete, Joe, he's a Bears fan. I'm like, yo, dude, if I was you, I would just hope to get out of this season. Yo, let me just know that this guy is going to be the future for me the next decade. Like, I don't need to worry about a quarterback.
For sure.
And that's the one thing if I'm the Jets. Look, they open up the year at Detroit, Monday Night Football. Then they got Miami, at Cleveland, at Jacksonville.
That Cleveland is also a Thursday night game. I hate that short turnaround.
Yeah.
That's like
and
3
then they
games
got
in
Denver
12
and
days.
Indy at home. Yo, I could see like 4-2, 3-3 after 6 games.
I'd be very excited.
Yeah, you'd be excited.
The
right?
boner would be lifting this table
Yo,
right now.
and look, yo, they've hit not home runs. They've hit grand slams on their last 3 first-round picks. Leonard Williams,
Jamal.
Adams, and Darnold, right? I think those are the last 3.
They are.
So if you look at that, those are all guys that you shouldn't have had, and now they're the cornerstones of your team.
I think Leonard Williams was 4 years ago. I think Darren Lee was 3 years ago.
Darren Lee, okay. Jerry sell out on him. I like
He
Darren
had
Lee.
a much better year last year.
He did,
especially
yeah,
at the
it
end of the year.
He
Came
showed
on strong.
progress.
It did. But still, yo, 3 out of 4, 75%.
Grand slams were not hits. Grand slams.
So, and yo, look, the history of the NFL, when you lose those coin flip games are 1 possession games. Year to year, those change. So 1 year you might go 9-1 in coin flip games. Next year you'll go 2-7. That's just how it is. So I think that there's going to be some positive. Is it progression or regression? Because I know there's always
Positive regression.
Positive regression in the win. It doesn't make sense, but that is
because
the term though.
Because they lost a lot of games, so you regress to the mean, but it has a positive effect. So it's positive regression.
It is an oxymoron.
Don't you have to finish that sentence like positive regression to the mean?
I mean, you assume it. It's like that's like saying like yo soy. You could just say soy.
Yo soy fiesta.
Yeah. Okay, the Jets. Look, the Jets aren't being slept on a bit. All right, I have them at 6-10. I think that the big reason that they're going to only win 6 games though is I think it's because of quarterback play. Now, I love Sam Darnold. I made it very clear that I love Sam Darnold, but he's still the youngest quarterback to ever start in the Super Bowl era.
That's fire.
Right? So it's great, and because he's gonna get a leg up on the competition, and hopefully he's our quarterback for 20 or some odd years, right? But as for this year,
that would be fire.
There will be bumps. There will be lumps. Crowell is decent, but him and Bilal Powell are not going to be the guys who like carry an offense. If it's just like, don't worry, Sam can just not turn the ball over and give it to these guys. They're not the guys to do that. Although I do think the wide receivers are underrated. Anderson and Nunwan and Curse are a good unit, and then Terrell Pryor coming out. Their defense is being slept on as well. Leonard Williams, Avery Williamson, Darren Lee, Tremaine Johnson, Jamal Adams, Marcus May. These are good players and a good scheme. Todd Bowles is a defensive coach. They signed Spencer Long, but that offensive line is still just absolutely a
train wreck.
A real big train wreck. Like, it's probably the second worst offensive line in the league. So I do think there will be bumps along the way for Darnold, which is why I think they're not going to win many games. But this is definitely a turning point up for the Jets, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Like you said, the biggest weakness on this team is the O-line and the running game. But that defense is loaded. Like, I think we're going to be in a lot of – the Jets are going to be in a lot of 14-10 games this year. Like, yo, Claiborne too, you didn't mention him. He was our number 1 last year. He had a really good year. So now he's going to see more looks with Tremaine Johnson signing on board.
Oh, my God, yo, I always forget him.
Tremaine Johnson?
Yeah, every single time.
Yo, he was good.
Yeah, he's nice,
he pretty
too.
much got shown the door. I mean, well, he was a free agent, but the Rams went another route. They brought in Peters and Talib over him. So, I don't know. I think he's still a top corner in the game. I think that's a nice duo you got there with May and Jamal Adams behind them. And Avery Williamson graded as a top linebacker on PFF last year. So, yo, this team on defense is the least of my concerns. There may be a top 10 defense this year.
Wouldn't be surprised.
And I don't think that's crazy at all. It's just that offense. Can they score points? Like we said, Darnold is the guy at the helm, but what's around him? The wide receiving core is underrated. And Nunwa had that broken neck, but he had 1,000 yards the year before that. And he's a big body.
He is.
He's someone who could line up outside with Robbie Anderson, the burner on the other side. And then you stick Curtis back where he belongs in the slot. He was playing a lot of outside last year. So I kind of like the passing game. It's just, is the passing game and the running game going to complement each other enough for it to succeed? So a lot of question marks for the Jets, but I think they could be a 7-9 team.